How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I welcome you and hope you find that you enjoy it. Today, we're going to be talking about something that has been bugging me over the last few days that I've seen, and that's the allegations against the NBA star Josh Giddey, plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Recently, he's been exposed for potentially having a relationship with an underage girl who is from anywhere from the ages of 15 to 16. This came out as a random Instagram user by the name of OC Beers posted some images from Snapchat of Josh Giddey with the suspect in question. It was then go on to link some images of her being labeled as the sophomore queen for her high school, which would imply the age range of anywhere from 15 to 16, potentially 17, depending on the birthdays. But most people are going with the age range of 15 to 16. Uh, this wouldn't be a problem if Josh was a first year, but having been a few years in the NBA, he is now the age of 21, which is leading a lot of people to question if he is the next coming of Karl Malone. For any non-NBA fans, the guy's a legend stat-wise, but also notorious for having had sex with an underage girl prior to entering the draft, which he paid off the family to not talk about. Terrible guy. Uh, Point is, though, with the Josh Giddey situation, a lot of people right now, especially some washed YouTubers, are acting as if what he has done is a known fact and that Josh Giddey is 100% in the wrong. And today I'm just going to look over the evidence that we currently have. I've held off for a few days in hopes that something more definitive would come to light, which it hasn't. So I'm going to look over what we have right now and just see if that is a justifiable response from them. I saw this information break on the NBA Circle Jerk Reddit, which, by the way, absolute cringe. There's nothing stupider than those dudes over there constantly just being like, ha ha, Kobe dead, he rapist, ha ha ha, so funny. So when I first saw this, I wasn't really taking these allegations with much credence. However, seeing people like Crispy Flakes or whatever, or Krispy Kreme, talk about it, and none of the other NBA YouTubers who I enjoy to watch, I figured that there should be someone getting in here and just giving an unbiased opinion for the man. Just because we can't say that he is a criminal when there's no proof, and these allegations are already happening.
What's up, man? It's Josh. Be with your beautiful sister. Good luck for your season. You're going to Sacramento soon for a game, so all the best of luck. We're going to come up and watch you. Take care of business. What's up, my man? We're at the front of the club. Me and my girl. About to head back to mine.
So that right there is really all the information that we currently have for this Josh Giddey allegation and situation that he finds himself in. Admittedly, there is one other photo of him posing with her shirtless that wasn't included in this video. If I can get a good photo of it without a bunch of screenshots and edits on it, I'll definitely add it in. But listening to that there, I realistically don't know if we have enough information to say if Josh is well aware of this girl's age. I mean, from the information that we've seen here, he was at a bar with her, maybe in a car with her. You know, it's interesting the language he uses as my girl and all of that kind of stuff. But then you have to wonder, where is this information even being leaked from? It's a very minor amount of information, and assuming that Josh Giddey was in a long-term invested relationship with this person, which the calling her the my girl thing might just be a terminology difference that they use in Australia, which is where he's from. But I really can't see anything that definitively says one way or another that Josh A knew her age, B was in a long-term relationship with her, to which it becomes a lot less plausible. But he met her outside of a bar, potentially. As far as we know, that's something that we could draw from this information here. Like I'm saying, there's not a lot to say one way or another if this is a valid claim for these people. I'm not going to show the girls like her yearbook photos and all that kind of stuff, just potentially on the case that this is real and this girl is a victim, and it's even the same girl in the videos. I've seen her photos, and to be honest, I'm not entirely convinced that they are exactly the same person. The problem is when we see this kind of stuff and nobody's really covering it in terms of like the outlets. Like that's the interesting part as well. The NBA recently said they're going to be doing a investigation into it, but nobody's really talking about this, and I find that kind of odd. Some information you can maybe put towards it potentially having some validity and being a legitimate claim is his teammate, Chet Holmgren, had deleted a bunch of photos that he had with Josh. However, from Chet's perspective, this could also just be a PR thing to get in front of it. There's really no way that we know if Chet is saying this. This is all just internet hearsay, and I think that we do need to give Josh some leeway here. Having been someone who has been around the YouTube face, permanently online for a while, I've seen many instances now of YouTubers getting claimed with substantially more evidence than what Josh is having levied against him right here, that they are, in fact, a groomer, a rapist, a predator, any of those terrible things that you could label somebody. We've seen them in the past do it. Quite, for example, Slazo, realistically, anybody that's had an acquaintance with I'm Alex has, had something levied against them. Fuck that guy, by the way. But those people eventually, they took their time and they disproved all of the claims. And for us as the NBA, which realistically is the soap opera for men, I think we're kidding ourselves if we were to say we don't love some drama, some trades, some hatred. This could just be a plot point that's getting blown out of perspective and doesn't have anything substantial to it. What I'm saying is what we need to do as NBA fans is not jump on the gossip train. We don't need to have those idiots over at NBA Circle Jerk come out and label him as the next Karl Malone or any of the other countless NBA players who have terrible allegations levied against them or have confirmed to do terrible things. We should give him the benefit of the doubt to prove that he is innocent, and we should hope that this isn't real. We shouldn't want this to be a real thing. The next clickbait story, the next Josh Primo, the next Miles Bridges, plenty of talented young guys who have thrown away their young career. We shouldn't hope that for Josh Giddey. I truly hope that this is a case of misunderstanding or somebody slandering him. And I would love to know where this information is coming from, considering it was just from an anonymous Twitter and an anonymous Instagram account. Like, how did this person get this information? How did they know the girl in these photos? There's plenty of holes that are in this story that have not been filled yet. And I think we need to hold off on calling Josh a predator one way or another before we get the full proof. Anyways, guys, that's the reason that I signed on today. Just wanted to talk about it. Sorry if my voice is sounding a little stuffy. I currently have a cold, and colds and a monotone voice kind of go awful together. Shout out to anybody who listens to Funky Diabetic. That's kind of the guy who installed this video formatting for myself here. But yeah, I just wanted to get out here and say that we need to give Josh Giddey some time to clear his